Yo, what's going on out there, Fight World? This your boy Money back with another one, fam. And this one here is on arguably the greatest fight of all time and two future Hall of Famers. We have Terence T-Boy Crawford, the three-division world champ, the former undisputed world champ, the current WBO welterweight world champ. Then we have Floyd Money Mayweather, arguably the greatest fighter of all time, the five-division world champ, the man that helped revolutionize the boxing game to help out the fighters. Then we have Errol the True Spence Jr., the king of the welterweight division, the WBC, the IBF, and the Super WBA unified world champion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world, in case you've been living under a rock, or you've been out of space, or you just don't give a damn about the sport of boxing, Errol the True Spence Jr. and Terence T-Boy Crawford is about to get it on July 29th for Undisputed, and it's going to be a hell of a ride. It's one for the history books. You understand what I'm talking about? And I do mean the history books. But Errol the True Spence Jr. want to let Terence Boy Crawford know Floyd Money Mayweather can't help you, or Floyd Money Mayweather can't save you once that bell go ding ding and you get in that goddamn ring with me, buddy. I'm training my ass off. I don't care what your little fan base say. I don't care what nobody say. Floyd can call you up. Floyd can give you tips and pointers all he want to. But what I'm about to do to you, yeah, you gonna remember for the rest of your life. You feel what I'm saying? Terence Boy Crawford, he doing his press run. He having fun. He working his ass off. He training. He's a bad motherfucker, undefeated in three divisions. Come on now, you gotta give him his just due, gotta give him his credit. What Bernie say? Come on now, come on, lineal champion. Come on now, huh? Ring Magazine, fighter of the year. Come on now, Terence Boy Crawford, the undisputed #1 pound for pound fighter in the world. That boy can't see us. You know, give him all his credit, give him all his just due. A pat on the back, a feather in the cap. You understand? Bud is a bad boy. Montray-Brown understand that. I've been watching Terence Crawford long before a lot of you cats jumped on this bandwagon. Understand that. Yes, he's a bad motherfucker inside that ring, and I don't take that away from him. But now he's dealing with a killer. Now he's dealing with something he never seen before. You understand what I'm saying? His style that he got, it's a nice style. He like to switch back and forth, but he's not going to switch back and forth on Errol Spence. I tell y'all why. Because when you're orthodox, the southpaw got the better advantage. Now, Floyd Money Mayweather, I don't care what nobody say. I seen a sucker come out and say, oh, Floyd Money Mayweather didn't pick neither one of these dudes to win a fight. So don't listen to the guys that saying Floyd Mayweather's picking Terence Boy Crawford. When Montray-Brown tell y'all Floyd Money Mayweather's picking Terence Boy Crawford to win, I mean every word. I said when Montray-Brown tell y'all that Floyd Money Mayweather's picking Terence Boy Crawford to beat Errol Spence Jr., you better believe me when I tell y'all. You better believe me. Yes, Floyd got love for Errol Spence. He ain't got no choice but to have love for Errol Spence. Errol Spence got love for Floyd Money Mayweather. They watched him grow up. Floyd set the bar. You know what I'm saying? He helped revolutionize the game for these young fighters. That don't mean Floyd Mayweather ain't got to pick. And I don't give a fuck if he don't pick him out and you know what I'm saying, in front of the people or not in public. I know Floyd's picking Bud to win this fight, and can't nobody tell me different. Can't nobody tell me different. And Floyd will be trying to get Terence Boy Crawford pointers and tips on how to beat Errol Spence. I'm going to repeat this. Floyd Money Mayweather will be trying to give Terence Boy Crawford pointers and tips on how to beat Errol the True Spence Jr. But it won't matter, bro. Because once you get into that ring with a fundamentally sound motherfucker and they sticking to the same thing that they do over and over, but they being smart with it, that jab popping, you know what I mean? You don't know what to do to stop it. You feel me? Because Errol Spence don't just throw his jab at one speed, ladies and gentlemen. He know how to switch his speed up. He don't just one jab, he double it up, he triple it up. The body work is just phenomenal. Errol Spence's body work is second to none, bro. And he don't stop going to the body. His body work is like throwing his jab. Errol Spence's body work is like throwing his jab. It's something that you just always remember to do. And when you fundamentally sound, bro, you do everything correct. I say when you fundamentally sound, you do everything correct. And that's what Errol Spence will be on the night of July 29th. Everything would be perfect. Everything would be sharp. Everything would be right on time. And, oh, my God, it's going to be beautiful. Now, Terence Boy Crawford will come out. He will have success in this fight. I will be lying if I say Terence Boy Crawford is not going to crack Errol Spence's ass with some big shots and make him feel it. Errol Spence go feel it. You understand what I'm saying? Bud is a bad boy. He gonna land some body shots. He gonna land some head shots. He might ding Errol Spence up a little bit. Errol Spence might have a bump on the eye. He might have some scratches, some bruises. He might bleed a little bit. I repeat, he might bleed a little bit, but it ain't gonna stop him because he's determined and he understands what he got to do. Errol Spence will be built to take punishment. I'm going to repeat that. Errol Spence will be built to take punishment. He know what it is once he get into that ring with Terence Bud Crawford. He know what Bud is going to bring. But Bud better be ready for everything Errol Spence is going to bring. You understand? Because that boy is bringing pressure. He's bringing fire. And he just don't know how to stop, bro. You feel me? Now, Floyd Money Mayweather. The little tips and pointers that he go try to get Bud Crawford is to stay sharp, stay smart. Stay sharp, stay smart. Don't bang it out with Errol Spence. You can't sit there and bang it out with him. You got to understand, when Floyd spoiled Errol, Floyd was getting in Errol's ass, bro. Getting in his ass. But one thing we do know about that is when you inside the ring and you sparring, you mostly fighting. You got on headgear, you have on bigger gloves. So if you moving around the ring and you got a high IQ, you're not really using your IQ like that. You're mainly just fighting inside that square circle. Sometimes using your IQ trying to counter punch and move a little bit. You're not really moving. But he gonna try to tell Bud to stay sharp, stay smart, use his ring IQ, box him, touch him. You see where he at with it. You know what I'm saying? Go to the body. Don't stand there with him, man. Just use your ring IQ, outpoint him. And if you can hurt him, get on him. But if not, you got to stay smart with Errol Spence. You have to stay smart. You have to stay smart. But what Errol Spence does is he don't let you breathe. He don't let you breathe unless he wants you to. Unless he want to take a round off. So that means Errol Spence is going to cut the ring on Terence Bud Crawford, force him to sit down, force him to fight. The angles that Bud used on other fighters, he won't have those angles on Errol Spence. Especially if he turns southpaw, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world. If you turn southpaw, a southpaw versus a southpaw don't have that many angles for real. It's who get off first, right? Who's the strongest, and who lands. You know what I mean? You can try to counterpunch, right? You go have a chance to counterpunch and things of that nature. But as an orthodox fighter, when you have an elite orthodox fighter versus an elite southpaw, guess who has the advantage? The southpaw, ladies and gentlemen. The southpaw. So if Bud turn orthodox and Bud don't have great head movement like that, let's put that out there. Errol Spence's jab is going to be popping his ass all night, and that body work is going to be there right on flight. You understand what I'm saying? So let's go force Bud to go back southpaw from orthodox because he do his best offense as a southpaw. When he's orthodox, he's good. You know what I'm saying? He know how to maneuver from that side, and he might try to fight Errol Spence from the orthodox side because he ain't going to want to stand on with him as a southpaw all fucking night. But when you're orthodox, bro, Errol Spence has the advantage. Errol Spence know what to do up against an orthodox fighter like Terence Bud Crawford. But when Errol cut the ring off and make you sit down and fight, bro, you have to fight that motherfucker. And just like Errol Spence gonna be built for punishment, Terence Bud Crawford better be built for punishment. That body better be in the best shape of his motherfucking life. Because it's gonna take some, you understand? And we see what Errol Spence do to people that sit there with him, bro. You get a broken eye socket, you piss blood for a week, you crap blood for 3 weeks, you understand? Ask your Dennis Ugas, ask Kell Brook, ask Mikey Garcia, who was fucked off. Ask Sean Porter, who got some pain on his ass, you dig? Like, Errol Spence ain't playing no games with these boys. Ask Danny Garcia. You know? Errol Spence ain't playing no games with these boys, bro. He's going out there, he's enforcing his will. He's enforcing his will. And then when y'all tell him he can't do something, that just rises his head to the top, man, and make him go even harder, bro. Understand that. So we got a hell of a fight July 29th. It's going down, bro. Once again, Floyd Money Mayweather, who won't Terence Bud Crawford to win the fight, it still won't help him, bro. You can't save him. Yeah. Hey, Money May, you can't save him, bro. Because I bet you win your money, you ain't going to put no $100,000 on Terence Bud Crawford that night, Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. And y'all going to be in Vegas, your hometown for the last 20 plus years. You ain't going to put $100,000 that Terence Bud Crawford beat Errol Spence, bro. And you know that shit, because you know EJ a motherfucking animal. You know he's a dog. You just want Bud to win because what Errol did to you and the shine that Errol is getting when people ask him about sparring you. You know what I mean? Now, people can say, man, Floyd got all the love in the world for Errol. Hey, that might be true. Floyd got all the love in the world for Terence Bud Crawford as well. And you got to pick somebody to win. I don't care how much somebody think they down the middle, bro. You got somebody winning the fight. You think somebody's style is better than the other. When you come out and say he's the best fighter in the world, you want to sign him. If you want to sign somebody, you don't want to sign a fighter coming off a loss. Can somebody answer me that? Hey, am I lying or am I telling the truth, y'all? If you want to sign a fighter, you don't want to sign a fighter coming off a loss. Now, do you? That sums up everything. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to enjoy this fight July 29th. Thank Errol Spence. Thank Terence Crawford for making this happen. Hey, this going to be one for the ages, man. You're going to be able to tell your kids about this one, and you're going to be going back to watch this fight, because this one is up there with the Sugar Ray Leonard's, the Tommy Hitman Hearns, the Marvin Haglers, the Roberto Duran fights. Like, this is it. This is it, bro. But Errol Spence will be victorious. Errol Spence will be the new, undisputed welterweight champion of the world in the 4-belt era. And then we go for the rematch. Good luck, Terence boy Crawford. You're going to need it, my boy. Floyd pointers can't help you, but let's see how you turn out. EJ, let's put that hard work in. Let's go out there and do what we got to do, champ. Undisputed or nothing. Undisputed or nothing. Let's go, King. Straight like that.